This huge cargo ship that had been blocking the Suez Canal in Egypt for almost a week is finally free. The Ever Given had been holding up hundreds of ships and billions of dollars worth of cargo. The backup it created on the water will take weeks to clear, and it's having massive impacts on the global supply chain. News Center 7's John Bedell is live in Dayton after talking to a local expert about the ripple effects reaching us here in the Miami Valley. John?
Yeah, Cheryl, that supply chain expert I talked to today, here's the analogy he gave me. What's going on in Egypt right now in the Suez Canal is a little bit like what would happen if we had a wreck right at the 70 and 75 interchange here in Dayton. When that happens, think of all the traffic jam that happens behind it because of that. And then once the crash scene itself is cleared, how long it takes for that residual backup to clear. That's what's happened on the water here, except this is going to take weeks to clear up and for things to get back to normal.
The consensus is it's going to take 2 to 3 weeks for that backup to get through the Suez Canal. Yeah.
Wow. That's a heck of a traffic jam.
That is a traffic jam, yes, because you don't move those big ships like you move a car. So
John LeBlanc spent 3 decades in supply chain management before he taught at Cedarville University. He said the situation on the Suez Canal is costing billions. 12% of the world's shipping trade passes through the Suez. LeBlanc says the backlog of ships here, carrying everything from cattle to crude oil.
With 300 ships backed up and all the containers or whatever, that's going to create a problem with ship availability and container availability, which is already a problem.
Is impacting us right here in the Miami Valley.
Well, I don't know if you've noticed, but the gas went up 40 cents today.
LeBlanc says overall, the traffic jam on the Suez won't impact the grocery store as much for us. That's because he says for everyday goods, the U.S. relies more heavily on ship trade routes through the Pacific to our west coast and through the Panama Canal to get goods to the east coast.
Although we're still seeing some Lysol and some disinfectant type things that are in short supply because people still are shoring up for that. But I don't expect us to have a problem with that as much as Europe was going to have a problem now.
And there you have LeBlanc telling us about how European markets are feeling, or Europe as a whole is feeling a more direct impact of this because of the location of that canal. But you can see it is having a global impact. And LeBlanc also said, think about it this way, that now that ship's been unstuck and traffic's moving again, that's great. But now think about the new ships that are coming into the canal. They're now getting at the back of the line with all that backlog, so it's going to take a while to clear up. We're live in Dayton this afternoon. I'm John Bedell, News Center 7.